All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all skipping class with me today. I am the Silver Quill Dropout, and today we are going to open up 2 Encyclopedias of Magic. That's right, we're skipping school to open up Encyclopedias. A lot of controversy behind these. Some people could get them, some people couldn't. I was able to get a few of them, and today we're going to open them for the channel. So let's start with this one. I know I'm a little late to the game. All the cards have been spoiled. Everyone's been opening them up. Let's see. Easy pull tab there. Slide this out. Everyone's talking about the packaging. Let's take a look. That is pretty cool. It does make a good display, I think, on a shelf. Let's open these up. We have 20, I guess what would be 27 with the bonus card. Wonderfully individually wrapped packs. I'm not gonna try to save face here. We're just gonna go straight into, I think, cutting the tops off. Risky, I know. Let's see, did I get any? No, but I also did not make any progress there. Okay, so maybe we should go, not that. Let's just go here. Let's see, where's everybody at? Can everyone see? We'll start here with A. Thankfully didn't chop off anything. Of course, the big hits here are the foils and halo foils. We'll start with A. If I remember correctly, this one was, I'm not sure, but I'm seeing a peek of some foil. Altar of the Brood, I think, is what this one is. So we're gonna start with a regular foil Altar of the Brood. That's a good hit. We like foils. So we'll put that over there. We'll jump into our B. I believe B was, not sure. Oh, Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze is what B was. Looks like we're gonna start here with a non-foil Brain Freeze. So we'll throw our non-foils up here. We'll throw our foils that we get right there. Jumping into our C. I know C was our crop rotation. This one is infamous for the little munchkin with the big old booty. Let's find him here. Here he is, right here. McThickums, right there. Walking around with all that, double cheeked up on a Thursday. Nice non-foil crop rotation. I don't mind that. Crop rotation now a game changer. That's a fun version of it to play. It kind of looks like it should be from that Play-Doh Extra Life secret layer. Let's see here. We're going to come in with another non-foil. D is Demonic Consultation. Not a card I particularly play. I would have liked to hit that in the foil or the halo foil. I know that gets a lot of play in CEDH. Just not my type of card. Let's see here. E, A, B, C, D, E was a foil. What is this, Eerie Ultimatum? It is Eerie Ultimatum in the foil. Just the regular foil though. Still looking for our first halo foil of the box. Let's jump into F here, which is Field of the Dead, a great card. If we get this one in foil, it'll be a good hit. But it is a non-foil Field of the Dead. We'll throw this, let's see, we're gonna save this spot for our regular foils. Let's see, let's do non-foils here. We'll save this spot for halo foils, but we'll save this just for the hits. To me, Field of the Dead, I would consider a hit. It was one of the selling products of this secret layer. You're not gonna find many copies of that for cheap. We're gonna come in with another non-foil G, which was Gary, the Gray Merchant of Asphodel. So we'll put that there. That's an awesome card. I would have loved to have that in the halo foil. Let's go into H, which I believe is him to Torok. Let's see here. And it's going to be a foil, regular foil, him to Torok. That's a great looking foil card. That's pretty psychedelic, pretty trippy. Great to have a foil of that. Again, that looks like that should come, as one of the bonus cards. They did that cycle of lands, the basic lands, as the bonus cards. That looks like that should be where that comes from. We're gonna jump into I here. I is a non-foil Isochron Scepter. I guess another selling point of the card. Again, not really a card that I play with or am too familiar with, but can't really say I fancy the artwork either. It's just, make Magic cards look like Magic cards again. Let's go ahead and jump into J. We're gonna have a non-foil Junji, the Midnight Sky. This was a card I was hoping to get in Halo Foil. This is probably one of my favorite artworks from the whole entire set. So I do love this one. Hate that we got it in non-foil. Would have loved to have gotten that in the foil or the Halo Foil. Still no Halo Foils yet as we make our way through the alphabet here. Coming to K. K, I believe, was... I don't know, let's find out together. It's a non-foil Krark Clan Ironworks. Non-foil there. Again, it looks like something, this is prime Secret Lair stuff here. When I imagine Secret Lair, these are the types of cards that I imagine that you're gonna get. L here is gonna be a non-foil Llanowar Elves. That's a good looking card. Seeing it in person, that's good artwork there. Really pretty card. I might try to find an elf deck to slide that into. Making our way to the M's. Let's see what we have here. M, still looking for a Halo Foil. We're not going to find it here with a Myrel Shield of Argive. Again, one I was hoping to get in foil or maybe even Halo Foil. That's an awesome card. One of my friends, shout out to Aaron, runs a Myrel deck. I'm going to try to find a way to get that into his hands. Even though I think he has a pretty sick version. I think he has the original extended art foil version, but that's a pretty gnarly version as well. Coming into another non-foil N, which is going to be a Narset's Reversal. That's trippy. That's trippy. Make Magic cards look like Magic cards again. Coming to the O's here. Coming to O. Still no Halo Foil. Are we going to be Halo Foil less? I've seen some people have 0 Halo Foils in a box. Reddit will tell you that that all is doom and gloom. Here we're going to have O, which I believe was... Oh, this is Omnixilis in regular foil. So shout out to Devin, my friend Devin. I'm going to try to get this card up to him. I'm glad we were able to get that in foil. So he can at least have a great version of that. Moving on to P. What was P? P was... It'd have been nice if this was Portal to Phyrexia. Instead, it is a foil Phyrexian Altar. Wow, great hit there. Great hit there. That, again, was a selling point. So getting a foil Phyrexian Altar in the hit slot, that's awesome. Great card there. Moving into Q. Wow, getting a foil Phyrexian Altar, that's a bit of a hit. That's a bit of a hit. Moving into Q, we're going to get a non-foil Questing Beast. Questing Beast is a fun card. I'm going to build a deck of that for my son one day. Probably not going to use that version, maybe unless he asks me to. But that one is a trippy version. Just the amount of text on Questing Beast, if you can remember that from heart, then then you're probably a pretty good Magic player. Coming in with R, a non-foil Retrofitter Foundry. Not a bad card. You know, if you're a servo guy, if you're an artifact guy, that's going to be a hit for you. Moving into our S here, going for Soul Ring. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. Kind of everybody loves it. I don't really love the art on this Soul Ring. So let's see. We're going to get it in non-foil. That's okay. That's not a card that that I would, you know, that I would run in. It's not my favorite Soul Ring, to say the least. Here we go here. What is this? That's T. Moving into T. What are we working with our T? I don't necessarily remember this card off the top of my head, but it is going to be a non-foil Temple of the False God. So glad that that is not a Halo foil. Speaking of Halo foils, don't have any, and I would love for it to come in this card. This is you. Everyone knows this is why you bought this product. It was the Urza Saga. A Halo foil here would undoubtedly set the standard for these boxes. It is foil, so we do have a foil Urza Saga. Is it a Halo foil? It is not. It is a regular foil regular foil Urza Saga, but foil Urza Saga, foil Phyrexian Altar, you cannot beat that. I mean, I guess you can with the Halo foil, but two great hits in two cards that you want. Moving on to V, which I think was Vesuva, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a non-foil Vesuva. That's a great card. I know everyone thought that was going to be City of Brass. But Vesuva, I think, just as cool. Moving into our W. Wow, are we going to go the whole box with no Halo foil? Moving into our W, a non-foil Wasteland. Still a great hit. Still a great hit. Moving into our X. Our X. I believe this was Xantha, the Sleeper Agent, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry to spoil it. If you haven't seen it by now, it's probably not considered a spoiler, right? Let's see here. Let's move some cards up. No Halo foils yet out of this one. Moving on to Y and then Z. So we have two chances here. Unfortunately, not on any of the great cards that we wanted them on. Y, going to be a non-foil Yarok the Desecrated. Yeah, here we go. Moving on to Z. Let's see. Let's Z if we can get a Halo foil Zozu the Punisher. We're going to flip them over. It is going to be a foil. It is going to be a not Halo foil, regular foil Zuzu the Punisher. So we'll toss that over there. So I think for our first box, right, we have a foil Urza Saga, a foil Phyrexian Altar, no Halo foils. We'll finish up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional foils. This one I would consider a win. We're going to consider this one a win just because these two came in the regular foil. Hopefully our next one will give us a Halo foil. Let's not even waste any more time. Let's jump right into that. Foil Urza Saga, very happy about that. That's a great one to hit. Let's jump into box number 2. We'll try to do this one a little bit faster if we can. Box number 2 here. Still hunting some Halo foils. Oh, we also have our bonus card. For giggles, let's open up our bonus card from the last one. Everyone, if you weren't familiar, it's a Allhammer's Archive. Great card. This is the only alternate printing of this card. So having it in foil, it's a great inclusion, or a great choice. I would have rather them had the Asmo. Y'all know how to say it. Asmo card that has all the letters in it. I thought that would have been a great pick for it. But Allhammer's Archive works just as well. So we will jump into box number 2, Encyclopedia number 2. Starting with our A. Again, we know that to be Altar of the Brood. Let's see. A non-foil Altar of the Brood on that one. Let's jump into our B. B we know to be Brain Freeze. Regular foil Brain Freeze. Okay. All right. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Brain Freeze is a cool card. That art, you know, Brain as a popsicle. That's clever. That's clever there by Your Cinema. Let's see. Still hunting a Halo foil. We're not going to find it on this one, but we are going to find a foil crop rotation. So it's good to see some variants, I guess, in these. Good to see that I can have some of these. Oh man, here we go. Here we go. A Halo foil demonic consultation. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a hit. Again, like I said before, not a card I play with, but value-wise, that is going to be a good one. That one does see play in CDH, and everyone knows CDH players are known for foiling out their decks. So our first Halo foil, Demonic Consultation. We'll move into the E, where we're going to get an Eerie Ultimatum non-foil. I think we got that in foil last time, so good variance there. Let's move into F, which is Field of the Dead. If we could get a foil Field of the Dead, that'd be awesome. Nope, we're going to get a non-foil Field of the Dead. So 2 non-foils. They're stingy on the Field of the Dead, which understandably so. Great card. Let's move into G. G is going to be another non-foil Gary. A little disappointed there. That, I think, is one of the better arts in the Encyclopedia. So I would have liked to have that in foil. Let's see. H is going to be another Hymn to Torok in foil. Yeah, I mean, what more is there to say about that, you know? Moving on to I. We're going to try to speed run this one. Moving on to I is going to be another non-foil Isochron Scepter. Moving here to J. It's amazing. I've already forgot what some of these cards are. But it is going to be a foil. Oh, this is going to be the Junji. Oh, nice. Nice. Awesome to get that in foil. That's an awesome card. Yeah, that's glad to have that one. Glad to get that one in foil. Moving on to our K, which I believe was the Cart Clan Ironworks. A bit of a combo piece card, again in non-foil. Not too shabby, you know. Combos with a ham sandwich. Moving on to our L, which I believe was our Lana War Elves. Oh, it is foil, a foil Lana War Elves. Awesome to hit. So I'm glad that we're hitting some foils in ones that we didn't get before. Moving on to our M. Oh, another Halo foil. And this one is going to be the Myrel in Halo foil. Wow, that's awesome. That is an awesome card. Wow. 2 Halo foils and 2 great cards. Let's see if we can show those off a little bit. Myrel and Demonic Consultation in Halo foil. That does tell me that undoubtedly it's not going to be Phyrexian Altar or Urza Saga, but that's okay. That's okay. 2 great cards. A Narset's Reversal. I'm not going to complain about getting a Myrel or a Demonic Consultation in Halo foil. 2 very good cards. 2 awesome cards. Oh, the Obnix in the non-foil. Let's see here. Moving on to P, Phyrexian Altar. You know, can't complain about getting 1 in non-foil, 1 in foil. You know, those are the odds, you know. I'm not going to complain about that. Q, we're moving on to Questing Beast. We are going to get it in foil. Oh, that's pretty gnarly in foil. The way the eyes strike. Yeah, that's a pretty cool card in foil. So we'll leave that there. Moving on to R, which from what we remember was Retrofitter Foundry. Again, I'm not mad about getting, you know, some of them in foil, some of them in non-foil. That's kind of what you want if you open up a couple of these. Soul Ring though, double Soul Ring in non-foil. A little disappointing. A little disappointing. Moving on to our T was Temple of the False God, non-foil. All right. What are the odds we get 2 Urza Sagas in foil? That would be bananas, right? Oh, but we're not. We're gonna get them in non-foil that time. Beggars can't be choosers, you know. Beggars cannot be choosers. We've already got one with an in foil. With already 2 Halo foils out of the box, we can't expect to get a third. But as soon as you say that, you're gonna get a Halo foil Vesuva. So 3 Halo foils in this box. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And those cards, I mean, those cards look great, guys. In hand, that foiling is, I think it's one of the best they've done. I'm partial to etched foils. I think etched foil cards are great. We'll finish up here a non-foil Wasteland. X will move into a foil Xantcha the Sleeper Agent. I've been seeing a lot of misprints with some darkness over here on the side. Mine looks pretty clean, so we'll leave that there. 3 Halo foil in 1 box. That's a pretty good count. Another non-foil Yarok the Desecrated. Moving on to our Z, which we know is Zozu the Punisher. And I would expect this to be non-foil, and it is. Okay, guys, so let's talk about both boxes. Box 1, we got a foil Phyrexian Altar and a foil Urza Saga. I think that does more than enough for us on box 1. Box 2, we're going to get 3 Halo foils. We're going to get a Vesuva, which if we can show it off there we go. A Halo foil Myrel, awesome card. And a Halo foil Demonic Consultation. So I think getting 3 out of a box is ultimately more than I could ask for, and 3 very playable cards. So overall, love this product. Hope they do another one of these next year. Excited to see what they come up with. I appreciate you guys for watching and skipping class with me today. And until next time.